and I had quite a tricky childhood, so I was still in a point where I was trying to think about who I was, and I think we all do at that age, you know, sort of teenage 20s, trying to discover who I am as a person, who I am as an adult. My parents had split up, there wasn't a lot of money, and I was living on my own, separate from my mum anyway. Had been for quite a while, I'd been squatting for quite a while. My mum had some mental health problems, so set up on my own at quite an early age. There was no work, you know, it was hard to find work, it was hard to make a living really, so I'd gone to college with the idea that that might, you know, come to something more for myself. But I guess I quickly realised that unless you had a huge amount of confidence in your work and a huge amount of support from the tutors at the college, that was going to be difficult. London was quite a tricky place to live unless you had wealthy parents, I guess. And a friend of mine said, "Hey, come to America. I found this job. We're selling baseball. We're selling baseball merchandise. Why don't you come out for the summer?" And I'm thinking, well, you know what? I could do a bit of money. I could do a better lifestyle. That sounds good. It all starts so benignly. Just myself and Martin, tourists in New York doing the sights. We're inside the Statue of Liberty. The handrail is too low, like hip height, and there's a sheer drop into a void beyond. A dense mass of people making their ascent to the top, and an even denser crowd making their descent to exit. It's all that pushing and shoving that's so frightening, a heaving motion upwards and a heaving motion down. Up, down, round and round. Oh, here we go again. I am with Martin. Well, he calls himself friend, although we haven't long met. He has a limp and it is slowing everyone down, everyone behind us. I am studying the back of his head and a sheet of greasy grey hair, which is thin and a little too long. He's so ponderous, step by excruciating step, and his breathing even more laboured than my own, not from the exertion so much as from the threat of the ever-increasing press of bodies. An angry mob now, frustrated and annoyed, in danger of crushing in from behind. They're all so anxious to make it to the very top, to the crown in the land of opportunity. Not long now, my companion breathes out the words, but I can barely hear him, as all attention is directed now to the sound, the horrifying and deafening last anguish cries of the girl with the long dark brown hair and hazel eyes, with a hint of sadness topping over and plunging past us into the depths. Friend turns round and grins at me, a reptilian smile. His face is wizened and brown, like he has been left out too long in the weather. "Another pavement pizza," he says too loudly, a few millimetres from my face, as his toned and badly inked arms reach towards my arms, his hands towards my hands, as he pulls me to him and presses his whole body to mine, bearing down on me, before we both fall underfoot to be trampled by the endless streams of strangers ignoring my cries.